I recently switched my provider to community fiber, so I have a much faster download and upload now. But this is true fiber. This is I get 500 megabits down, 500 megabits up. And yeah, just running Overwatch 2 on my MacBook through GeForce Now, very impressive, very cool. Something I always wanted to do. The only downside is that you don't get as much time as you might like to be able to play, because you have to do the method to be able to access the desktop and stuff, and then install Overwatch 2. But there's one point in the method that is the most important, which is if you fail it, then it's a bit inconvenient because your Steam account your GeForce Now account gets flagged and you can't access it again. It kind of gets banned, like temporarily banned. So you can't access the service unless you make another GeForce Now account, which isn't too hard. You just make another email address and another GeForce Now account if that happens. But you basically need quite fast reflexes to be able to click in time to delete the launch options, because what you do is you use these launch options to launch a command to allow you to get access to the CMD command prompt, and that will allow you to install the stuff. And The Witcher 3 is the best game to do this because it gives you 100 gigabytes free on the disk. But there are other games that you can do this method with as well, like Battlefield 4 and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I think you can do it on that one as well. But yeah, I'm playing Overwatch 2 on GeForce Now on my MacBook. I never dreamed I could be able to do this through my MacBook. People say MacBooks are not for gamers, and well, if you're a gamer you can play Mac games on your Mac, provided you're willing to go through these methods and things and use cloud gaming. There are always alternatives. I do wish they brought Overwatch 2 natively to MacBook as well. Eventually, that would be very good. Hopefully one day they do add Overwatch 2 to MacBook, because I think the more people you have playing Overwatch 2, the better, really. The more profit the company can potentially make. And yeah, I'm running this at 200% resolution scale. So obviously it's going to look very sharp, and it does look very sharp. It's very nice to be able to leverage NVIDIA's hardware rather than stress my own hardware. Even if I had a gaming laptop, I would still want to use this because it would conserve the laptop hardware, like the lifespan of the hardware. If you use cloud gaming, then you're not putting pressure on your own hardware. And also, there's less system noise, there's less electricity usage. So it's still preferable, even if you have the hardware to run games locally. I still prefer to play on the cloud because of the other benefits like that. It is quite difficult to play on a small MacBook screen, which is why I do have a second monitor also plugged in. Yeah, normally I do play on the external monitor, but I'm just showcasing the Mac. I have a mechanical keyboard as well. This is the keyboard I normally use. It's got LEDs and everything, very cool. But yeah, that was Overwatch 2 on the MacBook. Very impressive. Very happy to be able to play finally. And and if you need help doing these steps, let me know. I can show you, I can walk you through it on Discord or whatever you need. It's a bit confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's very simple. As long as you can have the reflexes, you do need reflexes to delete the command very quickly, because you need to move your mouse very quickly to delete it. You have about 6 seconds. As long as you can do that, then you're fine. As far as input lag, there is some input lag, but nothing so major that you can't play. Like, there are heroes you can play, like Reinhardt. NVIDIA actually claims 34 milliseconds of latency on the ultimate tier with 240 Hz and reflex mode. I could try enabling the reflex mode and see if that does anything, but because I'm using the basic tier, I don't think reflex mode will actually do anything. I haven't played this map, I don't think, before. But yeah, I'm getting 40 milliseconds on the server itself. That's to the game server. And then obviously I'm getting 7 milliseconds to NVIDIA servers. So if you combine that, that's about 50 milliseconds of latency. And then from my hardware itself, probably another 100, because I'm using a thing to connect my MacBook. I'm using this USB adapter, and that's where my mouse connects to, and that adds some input latency as well. But I'm going to try enabling reflex and see if that does anything. Did that save? So yeah, you can feel a little bit of delay, input lag, but it's not so major that you cannot play the game. You can play the game, especially with a hero like Reinhardt that isn't as aim intensive. I'm going to stop the video here because I cannot record and play at the same time, but let me know if you need help doing this method, and I really hope this comes to GeForce Now officially eventually. Thanks for watching the video.